Welcome to my channel. And I have my daughter Desiree here, and I am going to do a tutorial live of me trying. Stay tuned. And welcome if you're seeing this. So we will start by putting a cape on her. Her hair is washed and clean and damp. Look up and run if you see anybody doing it, okay? I'm shaky.
You're good.
I'm doing good?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is, and she doesn't have really thick hair, so the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to comb out her hair. And I'm not going to section. A lot of times I will section, but I will just section right here in front of the ear.
Just trying to cut.
Try what?
Cut the least amount.
And she only wants me to trim. So I'm only going to be showing you a slight trim. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, so I wet it with the spray bottle. I like to trim hair wet. Some people do dry cutting. And I used to be a hairdresser, and so I'm retired. Okay, so I'm going to turn her so that you can see. And what I do is I start to make my guide, I start in the middle. And then I pull it down and I hold it tight. And go straight across. And that's my guide. And this will be really quick because she doesn't want layering or anything like that. She just wants the ends trimmed. And so I'll show you again. Here is my guide. And I'm going to follow that. And making sure you're combing straight from where the hair growth is and straight down. And pulling the hair in the direction of the hair growth and the scalp.
The person's keeping their head straight. I used to always say that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to turn you. I want you to see if there's anybody on there.
I don't think I see anybody.
And no questions or anything. Okay, so now we come over to this side. And we're still following our guide. See if you can see. We're still following our guide. Okay, so what I do is once I get that whole back area cut, then I check it. Okay, so we are done with the back, and now we're going to go over to the sides. You can hold your head up, and we are going to follow our guide. She has natural curly hair. Okay, and so hopefully I'm not getting in the way where people can see. So I take that guide from the back, and I'm pulling the hair straight from the hair growth and holding it tight, putting a little tension on it. And that's my guide right there. And then I'm gonna connect it. Head up. Okay, so her hair has been cut to shape her face. And so it is matching up with the guide. So there's not a lot right here that are you going to have it framing your face?
Sure.
So we're going to come around, and then we're going to taper in and frame her face a little right there. So you're going to let the guide fall. And you're going to angle and let it fall. And then you cut at an angle.
You're doing good.
This thing about wires, you can't edit.
You're doing good. Just relax.
Okay, and so that is for that side. You can see where it's coming down and framing her face. Good thing we have this chair. Okay, so now for the other side. And just so you know, I've been retired for quite a few years. And I just started my YouTube channel. I'm new. And so if you see this and you want to see more and you want to be notified, hop on over to my channel, subscribe, and I do all kinds of stuff. I do anti-aging and microneedling and radio frequency and hair styling and blow drying and everything, you know, that pertains to a happy and healthy lifestyle. Okay, so now I'm going to wet it. For her, I need to keep this hair wet because she has curly hair, natural wave to her hair, so that I can keep some control over, some control over what I'm doing. Okay, so we had it sectioned from the back to the side, so this is going to be our guide for the side. So we're going to pull it over. Let's make sure you can see. We're going to pull it over, and here's the guide right here. So we're going to go from there and let it drop and go straight across. And then I'm just going to double check it and make sure it's blending. Okay, and then for the face framing, I'm going to come around. I need to spray it again. Her hair dries really fast. So this is a really simple hairstyle. Okay, so you're going to let that guide fall, and then you're going to trim at an angle. You're going to still be holding the hair straight from the hair growth, but you're going to be cutting at an upward angle. Okay, so what we need to do after we've cut both sides, we need to check and make sure they're going to be even. Is there anybody on there?
There's two people.
So welcome. Does it say their name?
I don't know. I didn't see. It just said two people up there.
Okay, so what we do, or what I always do, is I always check to make sure, I pull it forward to make sure that both of these sides are even. And you can see right here, that I need to even that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim that right there straight across. If you have any questions, just let me know and I can answer them. Okay, I'll have you look to see if there's any questions.
I wonder where the questions would come. Would it just pop
I
up?
think they would just pop up on there. And so that you know, I'm new to the, this is like the first time of going live. And so hopefully if you have any questions or anything, we will be able to answer them for you. But I want to thank you if you're watching this. Okay, since I trimmed and evened out that front area, now I'm going to use that as my guide to connect to frame her face. And so I just hold it from coming straight from the hair growth. And then I trim again at that angle. And so since I had to even that out, I'm going to have to now come over here and connect this part of it. So you just let the piece fall and trim at the angle. And then because her back is, the back of her hair we trimmed straight across, I don't want to change that. So I'm just going to blend right in here. And let that piece from the back fall. And now it's all blending on this side. So now we'll go over to the other side. And there are simple ways you can do it if you're going to do it yourself on your own hair. You can just, how I pulled it all forward, if you want it to frame your face, you can just pull it all forward and either take a rubber band or you know, and hold it and then trim it and then use it as your guide. And it will all fall framing your face. But now we have that guide in the front that we can connect and blend. Let me get out of the way. So you can see right here, I'm going to need to use this, go from this guide and then cut at that angle. So I let it fall. Keeps getting stuck.
What this?
Okay, just because I'm trying to let people see. So I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to blend it with that. Okay, and so now we're going to come and we're going to make sure it's blending with this guide from the back. Okay, so here it is. Face framing trim, and I'll show you the back. And so that is the hairstyle for today, and thank you. And so that is the end of it, and you have a wonderful day. Do I just go off like that? No, I'm gonna